Does the color of food matter? Kraft seems to think so. The food company recently announced that they've figured out a way to remove the artificial yellow dyes from their classic macaroni and cheese, but still keep that nuclear orange glow. The
Wow.
color will now be derived from a blend of pendles, other kinds of whatnots. How does this change your perception of their mac and cheese? Well, actually, did you care that it was fake before, and do you care that it's not now? I mean, how important is the color of a food to your enjoyment of that food? Guys, let me know. Dan, what do you think?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I'm okay with brightly colored food as long as it doesn't light up when I use a black light. Um, that's pretty much my take on it. It's like I don't care if you know it could be fluorescent green for all I care. I don't care. It's still macaroni and cheese, and whatever Kraft does to make it taste the way it does, as long as they don't change that, then I'll be fine. It could be like tie dyed. Actually, I'd like to see that.
Huh. See, for me, that's a novelty, and I would try it. Maybe I would try it once, and maybe with something so. I mean, before now that they've all natural, this doesn't apply. But something that was so fake before would probably taste exactly the same. But I remember as a kid around St. Patrick's Day, the local bagel house would sell green bagels,
Oh,
and they didn't taste quite right, and I don't know if that was a mental thing or whatever, but also, have you ever put just plain food coloring into plain tap water?
yeah.
I can't drink it. I don't know if you've ever
No, it's
tried,
weird.
but there's something about it where it just,
It
yeah,
does change
right?
the taste
So,
property. It does change the taste property of it.
so
And for a perfect comparison, when Heinz ketchup, remember when they came out with their green ketchup for the
Mm.
Shrek
yep,
movie? It
yeah.
tasted different. I'm sorry, I don't know if it was a mental thing or if I just had a bad batch, but it tasted frightening.
Yeah, I mean,
Ex-
certain foods should not be, the color shouldn't be messed with. Certain
Right.
foods, like I can't picture myself
mm.
eating a blue pizza, you know.
Even if
But
that color isn't an unnatural orange
Ah,
color to begin with?
well,
But you see, when I thought of mac and cheese, I always thought like cheddar is kind of neon. Well, maybe not neon, but it is kind of has that orange kind of color going to it. There are certain cheeses that have different shades of, whatever. But my
right.
question is like, all right, if they could have always gotten that same color and the same taste with what are they using now, paprika and turmeric? Why didn't they just do that from the beginning?
Yeah.
You know?
Probably because the dye was cheaper than actual
Well, yeah, I
natural
guess.
ingredients.
Yeah, right. And also it takes like once you have something built upon fake ingredients, it takes a lot of work to recreate that fake flavor. Because with
Right.
fake flavors, you can just dial in the chemicals to wherever you want. Like a little more salty, a little more sweet, a little more cheesy, whatever. But with
Right.
real ingredients,
It
it's a
varies.
big balancing act. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The only messed up part.
And
No, I was gonna say the only messed up part with this is what happens with people who are allergic to
Oh, I didn't
something
even
like
think about
paprika.
that.
Are they gonna have? I guess they're getting rid of the old version. They're just gonna do all natural now. So if you're
Wow.
allergic to
mm,
paprika, I don't know if you could be allergic to turmeric, but let's say you can be, then what?
they have to release an allergy-free version, which even more chemicals and
Right.
no
Right, right.
fewer natural things.
I think it'll be like Coca-Cola. They'll come out with Kraft Mac and Cheese Classic.
Right. Exactly.
Throwback.
And then they'll have crystal mac and cheese, which has no color, and the noodles are clear as well.
I thought you were going to say crystal meth and cheese. I don't know where that was going to go.
They have to appeal to all audiences, Dan.
Yes, exactly.
And look, if color didn't matter, all of our food would be a gray paste, right? I mean,
That is true.
so color does kind of matter. And now let me ask you guys, just color and taste. Here's a quiz. What flavor is blue, guys? Lewis,
I
Dan?
think what flavor?
What flavor is blue?
I
Wow.
think sweet tart, more on the sweet.
Like a
Okay.
blueberry.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
exactly what I was thinking. The
Oh,
blueberry.
wow.
weird. I
That
thought
makes
you guys were
sense.
gonna say raspberry because blue raspberry is
Raspberry's more of a reddish color
huh.
flavor.
Yeah, aren't raspberries always blue? I'm sorry,
Right?
aren't raspberries always red?
Yeah.
Well, raspberries are always red, but the candies are always blue. This was a failed experiment. I thought you guys were going to be like, blue raspberry, and we were going to be like, that's right, blue for some reason is always raspberry.
You should have told us this in the show notes before.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't want to prep it. I thought it was going to be a spontaneous, wow, yeah, we always think blue is raspberry, but it's not. But I guess that's just my 2 cents. What's yours? How do you feel about Kraft shifting to all natural ingredients? Would you still have eaten it if it wasn't unnaturally orange? Do they need to go through all of this to mimic the weird nuclear orange color? Tell us your thoughts about foods, colors, and whatever in the comments below. For DealNews.com, along with Dan Ledbetter and Luis Ramirez, I'm Jeff Summergy. Goodbye.